Mine.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Today's topic is the legalization of marijuana. Over 20 million people have been arrested since 1965 for marijuana-related crimes. That's more than 700,000 people a year, greater than the population of Wyoming. Think about how much money taxpayers pay for this. Over 700,000 people a year for 28 years. How much money has been spent? Court, police, just different issues. How much money have we spent? Like alcohol in 1920s, an innocent product has been criminalized by a powerful few because they believe it's right. Marijuana is present in every city, every demographic, and every economic status. Marijuana has been a topic of discussion for all kinds of people and throughout the nation. Legalizing marijuana would help alleviate crime, reduce the amount of people in prison, and save money we're spending on both those issues. With the current high crime rate in the United States, the overcrowded prisons, and the money we spend on these issues, legalizing marijuana would be very helpful and help resolve some of these issues. To address the current situation, people going to jail every day, we must identify these issues itself. Second, inform the people the benefits of legalizing marijuana. And finally, come up with a solution to solve these issues. Crime rates, overcrowded prisons, and the money we spend on these issues and problems need to be addressed before it gets out of hand. Or is it out of hand already? In 2006, 1.9 million people were arrested for drug-related crimes. Out of those 1.9 million, 39% of them dealt with some kind of marijuana crime. 39% of 1.9 million. And that was from the FBI report in 2006. In 2010, 52% arrested for marijuana. 52% of the people arrested for marijuana were under 20 years old. So you think about it. 52% of those people are under 20 years old. That means young people are getting in trouble for marijuana. I mean, it could be something as simple as a small bag on you, but it doesn't matter. They've got arrested for some issue or another. And 64% of those people are non-white, so other races. Police spend time, money, material, arresting these people for something as small as a joint. I mean, is it really worth it? Then you have to go to the court. Courts waste money, time, paperwork. The police have to go up there again. If they arrest someone, they have to go up to court, show up. Otherwise, people get off free. Young people have a criminal record. Imagine at 20 years old, you got a criminal record already for something as small as a joint. It stays on your record for the rest of your life. If you do a military-related job, that stays on your record. You cannot get a secret clearance. I know I've had a friend that was denied secret clearance for something that happened when he was 18 years later. 36 years old, couldn't get a job because he had a record when he was 18. So something that happens to you at a young age can stick with you the rest of your life. And then we spent $7.7 billion in 2004 fighting marijuana issues. $7.7 billion. Couldn't have gone to schools, other issues. In 2004, that's how much we spent. If marijuana was legalized, prison population would shrink and we'd save a lot of money. All right, let's go to some of the causes of this. I think one of the main issues is people don't see the bigger picture. They think, oh, weed is bad, marijuana is bad. I mean, yeah, to an extent it's bad. Yeah, young people probably shouldn't be smoking it. But is it any worse than alcohol? I've never seen someone get pulled over speeding smoking weed. I've actually seen someone get pulled over driving too slow. So, I mean, people don't get violent. They want to sit down and eat Cheetos. I mean, it's just a different world. Changing the mind of few that run this country. That's what we need to do. Everyone needs to come together and change the mind of the few people that run this country. Everyone get on Facebook. That's the best way to do it. Quit arresting people for small charges. Police wasting time taking care of small possession charges. Not enough. I think there's not enough education for the youth. You hear too many young people talking about marijuana and thinking it's cool. It's not. I mean, but it doesn't mean it doesn't need to be legalized. And then the last thing I think is the issue we have is we're not growing it here in the United States legally. We should be growing marijuana here in the United States legally. It'll serves a lot of purposes, and I'll go into more detail later on. All right. To change the future, we need to educate all the people of the benefits of marijuana. There's medical benefits. 17 states approve medical marijuana. 17 states. And we also need to show the benefits of growing it here in the United States. The government needs to legalize marijuana in all states, not just Colorado and Washington. Those two states are taking the right path and they're on the right direction. The rest of the states need to jump on board, and the whole government needs to jump on board, and everyone needs to legalize marijuana. All right, if you take 10 grand, if you take what the street value of marijuana is, it's $10 a gram. So if we sold it at street value, you could raise $40 to $100 billion a year in revenues. That's what the government can make in revenues if we sold marijuana legally. So that's money instead of these drug cartels or whoever down in Central America, whoever's growing it illegally is making. The government could be making that money, $40 to $100 billion a year. You could take that money, you could put it to education, teach young people the dangers of smoking marijuana at a young age, moderation. Money could be spent on the war against marijuana. The 7.75 billion I said we spent in 2004 could be used to build roads, to create jobs, other possibilities. You're going to free up the courts, so we're not spending time. The police officers aren't going to court. Remember, 39% of arrests were due to marijuana charges, so that's 39% of time we don't have to waste on other issues. Create jobs. Growing marijuana here in the States would create a lot of jobs. Right now, what is the job rate is above 8%, unemployment rate above 8%. So we have a bunch of marijuana fields, and that would create jobs. With a higher job rate comes crime. Higher job rate, higher unemployment rate means higher crime rate. So create jobs to reduce crime rate. And then, of course, the government would regulate the amount of marijuana you can have and the taxes on it. They have to make their money, and it's understandable. And then the last thing I want to say about that is other countries have legalized marijuana. Amsterdam was one of the countries that has. Marijuana has been legalized for years, and they have no issues there. Their crime rate's not high. People seem to be okay with the legalization of marijuana. The government has restricted on where they can sell marijuana, and they profit on it, of course. And we should do the same thing right here in the United States and use them as an example of how it should work. All right, so let me wrap this up. So why is the government trying so hard to ban something that helps American people and possibly heal the nation's economy? I mean, think about it. Why is the government so against this? Alcohol is legal. They didn't have any problems with legalizing alcohol, but more people die from alcohol a year than marijuana. The legalization of marijuana should be passed because it could single-handedly help the U.S. get out of national debt, take steps to reducing racial discrimination, and even save lives of countless Americans. Reduce the crime rate, reduce the prison population, and create jobs. So how is something so natural with health benefits and the ability to bring profits for the American people and the government illegal in the United States except for Colorado and Washington? That's all I have to say on this little subject. All right, I'm going to open it up to Q&A. Let me start with you, ma'am. What you got there?
So you said it's already legal in Colorado and Washington?
Yes, ma'am. It's been legal for, I think Colorado was this year, Washington this year, Colorado's been for a couple years now.
Okay.
And it's also, for medical use, it's legal. It's legal in 17 states.
What state do you think will be next in legalizing it?
California.
Altogether?
Oh yeah, that's definitely California.
Why is that?
There's a lot of surfers down there. Ma'am over here, any questions?
What do you think the age would be?
That's a really good question. question. I would say the same, exactly. The same age as smoking, 18. If it was my choice, it all should be 21. But I mean, 18 is a good age. You can go fight for your country at 18. So, you should be able to smoke a joint, I guess, legally if it's legal in that state. I mean, so.
How come,
Go ahead there, sir.
how come a state like California or Washington are illegal? Why come Texas cannot do it?
This would be the last.
Yeah, Texas is different. You know, we're gonna be the last state to legalize marijuana. So we're our own. We don't believe in all that stuff. You know.
Do you know the health benefits for marijuana?
Well, there's it helps prevent nausea. For HIV patients, it helps relieve the appetites. There's over 200 medical benefits of medical marijuana, medicinal marijuana. So there's a lot of health benefits. And actually, cannabis, what marijuana comes from, the plant, yeah, it can be used to manufacture paper. I mean, there's hundreds of uses. And I think because the plant's illegal here, that's why we haven't gone to that. And it probably has something to do with other major corporations not wanting to bring that stuff in here and lose money.
So would it be healthier to smoke a joint compared to a cigarette?
I would imagine so, because cigarettes have more, they have
Chemicals?
nicotine, more chemicals. Marijuana, now once if it does get legalized, who would control what's put in there is a different story. But right now, if you were to go get probably a joint from your local street, it'd probably be cleaner than a cigarette, I would imagine.
Everybody can smoke. Legal is the next day. Everybody can smoke. The marijuana.
And where? In Wyoming? I mean,
The
The marijuana.
marijuana.
and everyone can smoke it?
The legal.
No, 18 and up, mommy.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah.
18 is can smoke. The
In,
marijuana.
in Colorado and Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Thank you, John.
All right. Thank you all. All right. Last speech. Thank you.